We are living in unprecedented times. The level of racial unrest in this country has not been seen since the civil rights movement. But what's interesting about where we are is that despite the deaths that we've seen broadcast on television, things that you can't unsee, despite that, one can hope that something good can come out of it. What I'm actually doing is just what I can do. And I think we all have to decide at this point in history, what can each of us do? What steps can we take to be a part of the solution? What can we do to actually drive change? So here's my contribution. This is an invitation to every CEO and business leader in America. This is probably the most researched area of equity and inclusion is that relates to working in a business. Because all of the research is very clear. Businesses that are more diverse are more profitable. They're more creative and they're more successful. So the ideas of do we want to be more diverse is universally sound. In theory, we say yes. We say that's what we want. The challenge is the experiences that diverse professionals often have in corporate America don't align with the beautiful messages around what we want to create as far as a diverse and inclusive environment where everyone can thrive. We've done tons of research. I'm the president of the National Black MBA Association Seattle chapter. And as a national organization, a few years ago, we did some research, again, trying to really document the key challenges that Blacks experience in business. We called it the State of the Black Professional Report. And we've done this work year after year after year. And the findings from this particular research, again, which you can find on the National Black MBA Association's website, it's NB for National Black, MBA for Masters in Business Administration, MBA, and then another A for association.org, nbmbaa.org. If you go there, you can find the details of the research. But do you really need to see more research? Do we really have a question as to whether there's a problem finding equity and inclusion in corporate America? It's available if you do. If you know that there really is a challenge, but you want to really understand it more, then we're moving forward an initiative that allows each of you, either as an individual leader, as an individual professional, as an ally, as an organization, or as a team to go on a journey to achieve equity and inclusion in the workplace. Unlike some of the conversations that need to happen around police brutality. Again, I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to systems analysis. There's a lot of moving parts in that system. A lot of municipalities, from the federal to the local to the state. But in corporate America, the buck stops with the CEO and their board of directors. And we all say the same thing. We say the right thing. So this is an invitation. I've created an executive summary that's here before me. I've also created a detailed document that invites each of you to participate in something I'm calling the Bigger Than Me Success Series. Because this problem is bigger than me. It's bigger than you, but together, it's not bigger than us. The Bigger Than Me Success series is focused on achieving racial equity and inclusion in corporate America. And like I said, we've done tons of research and there are clear solutions. There's things that we know work. Up until now, we really just haven't been willing to do all of the real work. We haven't been willing to have those deep, real conversations. So this initiative is focused on real talk and real action. I'm going to share a couple of lines here. This is an adaptive leadership-based initiative, which will do 4 things. First, it will create a safe space to normalize a deeper conversation. We want to hear the voices of real people who are having these experiences. We can't just call these terms like unconscious bias. You can't think about them in an academic way. There are people who are being affected tremendously based on these experiences. I call them corporate chokeholds for a reason. The neuroscience of exclusion is clear. When you're excluded, your body experiences that as pain. And if you can imagine individuals and professionals who've experienced these type of exclusive practices as a part of every day, just going to work, expecting that it's going to be potentially non-optimal. And even what's worse is when you don't expect it. Part of the work that makes this so passionate for me is that I've had interns come to me and say, Miss Tracy, why do they do us like this? And all I could say was, because they can. And again, that's a whole nother conversation. What I'm asking for each of you to do is really do something else that you can do. When you think about changing a system, that means we're all part of it. We're all complicit in the process. You may not be the one that has your knee on that person's neck in corporate America who's experiencing unconscious bias, unequal performance standards, similarity bias, or the lack of CEO accountability. Those are defined as the key challenges. That's a knee on the neck. And you may not be the person who's directly applying those practices, but if you see something, you got to say something, right? We have to normalize a different conversation in a very loving way. So this initiative allows us to create a new immersive type of empathy at all levels. And fourthly, it allows us to transform accountability measures to achieve immediate and lasting results. I just had to repeat those key elements because it really is about hearing voices, expanding your reality. I've had executives say, is it really true? I mean, that most of us have heard growing up, you have to do twice as much to get half the credit. That's kind of a standard. It shouldn't be, and it doesn't have to be. We're just opening up an opportunity for each of you to find and create a space where equity and inclusion is available for everyone, where we really do create a space for everyone to thrive. So I'm asking you to contact me directly, Tracy, at itsallbiggerthanme.com, or find us on Eventbrite. We're going to have a monthly series with the first one starting on July 7th, so 7/7. The next one is on 8/8. The following month, it's 9/9. Guess what? 10/10, 11/11, and 12/12. We're keeping the dates very simple. This is going to be a monthly initiative where we just start at a minimum having a conversation that helps to normalize what we know to be true. Panel conversations, experts in a number of different areas, because this impacts education, it impacts wealth. The trickle down impacts are extensive, and they're all based on systems changes. So what I'm asking each of you to do is decide, do you want to be part of the solution or do you want to be part of the problem? We're also making available one-on-one coaching, team coaching, training from an organizational perspective, because really each organization starts from a different place. We're going to offer these free sessions, nationwide engagement, because we really just want you to hear voices to create a undeniable case for change is really what this process is about. We're also going to immediately provide, I call it the 911. 411 is the information. 911 is immediate help. So we're going to provide that too. And we're going to do it in a fun and interactive way. And yes, a little bit of this process is around being comfortable, being uncomfortable. But we're going to do it in a safe space. And you're going to be able to engage at whatever level and depth that you choose. But all I ask is that get in the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. The price is too great. Lives are at stake. These corporate chokeholds, it's proven from a health perspective, life expectancy for those people who experience this ongoing, consistent, I'll use the word racism, bias, exclusion, it changes, it reduces your life expectancy. There's research from Harvard. You can look it all up. Again, this isn't about the research, although I do have a number of links in these two documents. I just wanted you to hear my voice and understand that this is a gift that I'm offering to anyone who's interested in being a part of making the world a better place. Again, in corporate America, the buck basically stops with the CEO. It stops with his leadership team. It stops with each of us because we each can be a part of the solution. So very, very simply, the way I'm going to pull this line from this document is change is possible. It starts with you and me. Clear solutions exist. Let's be the change we want to see. I look forward to seeing you. And remember, it's bigger than me, but it's not bigger than us. Together, we can do this. Thank you.